Do as I say. Give me a disgusting helmet. That's not it. Try again. Oh shit!
It's fine. What's the worst that can be? Oh, fuck, cunt. Did not work at all.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Is everyone ready? Because I'm fucking excited. Over the season for my LA, any suggestions on how to achieve it efficiently? Are you starting as Lightning Arrow? Yep. Okay. I think the best suggestion is probably Legion, but here's an even better suggestion. Don't fucking worry about it and ask me on day 2 when we start to see what people are doing. Because you're going to be using a progression tree to progress anyway. First goal, all the watchstones. Worry about that first. And then we'll start to have an idea of what people are doing on day 2 when your progression is over. And you just swap trees and build the whole thing. Clear the maps to get the stones? Yep. You want all the stones as quick as possible. That should be... Unless you're doing something very specific, like stopping to, what do you call it? Stopping to, lab farm for the jewels, because that'll be good money, or, going heisting or something like that. Unless you're doing something weird like that.
Get your magic find characters
you want
ready.
to be as quick as possible to 4 watchstones. That should be everybody's first goal all the time.
There you go.
Hey, Lord Jeff. With a 13-month resub. Should have 7 in sleep is fine until we can get the blessing. So Yes, because a level 25 envy is still the largest part of it. But the answer is going to be keep an eye on the sword price compared to the blessing price as well, because it may be that buying the sword outright, it should be that buying the sword outright is probably going to be cheaper than getting a blessing.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Am I stupid if I plan to go for bone barrier over the unholy knight for poison SRS? Feels like I already has enough damage. Well,
More
yes.
dots.
Yes. Yes, you are. Sorry. Yes, that would be stupid. Don't do that. You should have followed the path I'm getting. They're a bit different. They should be exactly the same. They should be literally the exact same link. If the written guide, if anything in the written guide is different from the path of building, it probably means I screwed up, because I've never done the website before and I tried real hard to get everything perfect. But if the path of building is something I do all of the time, and people count the numbers out at about 5k per second or something from it. Yes. And I will also be running it. So let's just pull this up. So worrying about only ascendancies, how I'm going to league start is going to be different from the guide because I'm testing stuff. I put this in my video and I put a big note at the top of the written guide saying that I was testing stuff. So I think we should either drop Commander in Darkness or Mistress of Sacrifice to get both of these nodes, because you cannot drop Unholy Knight. It's not possible. Can't do that. So what I'm going to try to begin with is when I get down, I'm going to take Glancing Blows to start with.
Get your magic find characters ready.
And I'm just going to not use Mistress of Sacrifice because I value 90% res on day one as far too important. Like it just makes everything way easier to do. But I suspect that on day 2 or 3, I may change from this to this to get my offering back, or I might look for a Forbidden Flame set to do them, or we might find that Bone Barrier with Instant Leech does not work. I know Baron has had that tech for a while, but it hasn't been broken with Baron because you can only have so many zombies out and they only hit so fast. However, now that it's coming out with some ridiculous numbers, there's a suspicion that maybe the 10% instant leech thing won't even work. So I don't know. Seems like one shot to the problem and instantly won't fix that. Yes, but there are 2 other things that happen from Bone Barrier at the same time as instant leech. It also gets its 10% physical damage reduction back, which is pretty important. And also minions gain 40% of life as maximum energy shield for your specters and animate guardian to not ever die again. Also, Lord Jeff, take the ride and got protein. Thank you very much for these subs. I imagine at that point you take Flesh Offering over Bone if you drop Mistress of Sacrifice. Yes. Do you know of a good Elementalist Ignite build? Fucking DD, Wave of Conviction, Armageddon Brand. Like, more of Mischief. Are you just taking Bone Barrier? Are you testing it? So I haven't put Bone Barrier in the build guide because I don't actually know that it will work or not. I'm not 100% sure that it will work the way we think. And even if it does, I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it over taking one of these 2. So it's not included in the build guide because I want to give people the stuff I know works until I experiment with it. Right? And so I'm going to be experimenting with it on day 1 and 2. And if it's really, really good, there'll immediately be a video out, and I'll do my best to like update guides and whatnot and tell everyone, yo, this is actually busted. You should drop this and put it on whatever. But I don't want to send people on a path I can't test. Under is just increased. It feels like under is good. We're starting to get to him res and swap out. So here's the thing, it's not just res though. That 90 res isn't just 90 res. It's also 90 res for all of my minions, including my specters, including my animate guardian. And that 3% attack and cast speed ends up being 5% attack and cast speed because of our aura effect. As well, and that's per aura, of which we have how many? Like 6 or something? So that's like 30% attack and cast speed as well. 35? Something like that. It's like several million DPS to lose this. When we get a league start filter, there's already one you can follow at !filter right now. That can't be updated until Neversink is finished doing his updates. So generally I update it about an hour before the league starts. I'm also putting out a filter video right now. I think Dreadful's probably working on it right now. But you'll see a league start one there. It's already got 7,000 people using it. And then this is one for when you get to red maps. Right, as soon as you get to red maps, you change into this one. It tells me, and then hit refresh. Did you refresh already, RPG? And then this one right here is like your end game filter if you're not an MFer. And if you're an MF Giga Juicer, make your own fucking filter. I'm not doing that for you. If you're a Giga Juicer and you need someone else to make your filters, you're not a Giga Juicer, learn. But for everybody else, there's MasterCard. I mean this one, which is the strictest one that I would run without being MF. Will they be updated? They were always updated. They've never not been updated. But again, I can't, there's no point in me updating them until Neversink finishes his pass. So I usually wake up about an hour and a half before the league starts, and I update my 3 filters and sync them all. And then everybody can have them. It will be up to date by the time you log into the game. This will be able to farm breach if we take the open close slower node. For self-farming sword and shield viable? Yes, absolutely. And as soon as you get either a sword or a covenant, you won't need the slower node either. How do you think SRS will do in Delve? I've seen quite a few people at 800 and a few people at about 11, and that seems like the end of it. That's as deep as it goes. It's not really a deep delver.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Hey. There it is. RPG, they give it a 35-month resub. Let's go. My sister's new song got featured on the radio. I'm sorry, SFB. You fucking what? Link it. Let's go. Let's listen to it. Wait, can we? Has she got a record label that's gonna fuck me? Maybe everybody just listens to it on their own. Maybe everyone just listens to it on their own, eh? I don't know, man. Is that your sister's voice? Is it weird if I say I wanted to whisper in my ear? Holy shit.
Yes?
I'm about to be SFB's brother-in-law. What the fuck?
Goodbye.
I know that stench, just like my sisters upon the pyre.
Oh, I could listen to her talk all day. I'm not sure. I know she has a kid and her niece is lit. That's her. I'm already making dad jokes, man. That's not slowing me down even a little. What if she's married? Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. What? Sorry? Excuse me? That's a joke, by the way. just so everybody knows. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Don't worry about those rows. I had to look at the other screen. What do I even call this? It's like country and swing had a baby? I don't know what this genre is.
To learn is
Ooh. Hi, buddy. Hello, buddy. Hi. Hello. No, there were priorities here. Hi, Biscuit. Hello. Hi, buddy. I knew as soon as he started sniffing at my leg that I was gonna die again, but I had priorities. He's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Did I stop paying attention to you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the thing. What he really wants to do is something he used to do as a puppy. He wants to jump up onto your shoulder and sit on it like a little tiny cat or a parrot or something. But like he doesn't fit anymore. Like, he's still a very small dog, but he can't just sit on your shoulder. But he doesn't know that, and he wants to. He just wants to sit on your shoulder. It's very cute, but you're too large to sit on his shoulder. I would have to put on another 120 kilos for you to be able to sit on my shoulder. Alright, buddy? Look, I've got you. You could lie down here. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. You can set up a chairs and ways to jump on my shoulder whenever she can. Nice. Listen, I just wanted to level a little bit of like it's the same band. Oh, nice. Alright, bud. I have to put you down so I can kill some stuff. Like, I have to keep killing things. This dog would also just like, you could just carry him forever. Like, he would just sit in your arms for like 6 hours. It feels so good at max spell block. 60. So think about it the other way. So you're thinking about going from 75 to 60. But you should be thinking about the reverse. Right? Going from getting hit 25% of the time to going hit 35 to 40% of the time. And that gives you an idea of how bad it feels. It's the same with resistance. It's the same as the thing with resistance. People are like, how bad is it to be at 70 instead of 75? And it's like, well, you're taking 30 damage instead of 25 damage. That's how you need to think about it. What do you mean other band? Listen, are you trying to fucking pimp your sister out to me right now? Because it's working. 2 bands? What do you mean? No rolling magma. I'm going to be honest. I never use rolling magma. I know it's the best. I know it's quicker. But what happens to me if I use rolling magma is I die 14 times. Everything one-shots me and I can't kill any bosses. It's fucking awkward and I just can't do it. Like, I know it's the best. Who's died twice? Okay, but neither of those counted. Like, I was alt tabbing to look at SFB's sister's band, and then the dog came. That doesn't count. I'm already listening to it, RPG. If she's the one in front, I'm sold. Oh, wait, they changed. There's no such thing as in front. Okay, in front at that second that I was looking. They moved. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that was in front. I'm sold. I bet you will. I'd have eased up on this whole sister thing if SFB felt even like seemed like he wasn't happy with it at all. Like if it seemed like it was bothering him. I'm in Sander, do I have to take every map out? There's a so isn't there just a button? Isn't there just a button for it? Okay, like what macro was that? It's just slash exit. I think it's what I always use. Hang on. Let me figure out which one it is. Shift space, right. It's this one, right? Isn't it this one? Awakened PoE train? Yeah. It's awakened PoE trade. I just made one of the hotkeys slash exit. So the important part is that that's all it is. Right? You type slash exit, you hit enter, and it brings you to character select screen instead of disconnecting you. That's all it is. We don't really have any like horrible server problems anymore, at least not often enough to matter. So for me, it's just hang on. For me, it's just a whatever. I just want it to go to character select screen. That's all.
Farewell.
So there's a whole family of musicians. Nice. My whole extended family also musicians. My dad's brother played for the Queen. Like in Buckingham Palace. I played first the clarinet and then the saxophone for about 9 years. I play the alto sax. I don't anymore. I haven't played it in over a decade, but I used to. Sure, I could still remember how to make it make noise. Shit, really? That wasn't a distracted death. I was looking at it. I just didn't do anything. I was staring at it. I just watched myself die.
I think this ray class will serve.
Skill issue? It is. Too old to react? Oh, I wish I could. I wish that I could tell you, it's just because I'm getting old. Like, I wasn't shit 6 or 8 years ago as well. But unfortunately, I've just been shit at video games my entire life. It's also not, it's not just PoE. I'm shit at most video games I play. Playing League Start, I'm a bit confused about what to do between right after leveling and before Endgame. When there used to be a Dendrobate version. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, you used the D word. Okay, listen. So in the first version of this that I put out, I included a Dendrobate. Specifically, I included a 5-link Dendrobate as an option really, really early instead of like a tabular or something. And in the video, I made it clear why you would do that. And the reason was it was 4C and it gives you the chance to poison support. So you get the 40% poison and it's just like a pseudo 6-link that's only slightly weaker for like a quarter of the price, right? But then what happened is that people didn't watch the video. They just pulled the path of building. And then suddenly Dendrobates were like a divine for a 5-link because it was super popular. And I was crying inside every day for like a month because people were paying lots of money to get essentially a slightly shittier version of a tabular. It was like, it's not something you would aim for. It's just the chance to poison support works. None of the other stats on the chest work. Only the chance to poison support. So like if you happen across a 5 or 6-link one drops on the floor for you, yeah, you can use that until you get Covenant, but you would never buy it. You would never ever buy it. You would never go looking for it. Just if it dropped on the floor for you, great. Muzzle toward everything. Nice. Yeah. To be fair, Poison SRS doesn't really want to use a tabular. I'd rather buy like a corrupted 6-link or something. Something with just a little bit of energy shield on it. Like, you want enough energy shield to be able to use your blessing, and the chest is usually a good way to get that. So I would rather not be wearing a tabular. You can though. It's just that you need to make sure there's like a little bit of extra energy shield on like helmet, a shield or something like that, just to make sure you can still do the blessing. Are you 100% the order of ascendancies in the path of building for Poison SRS? Absolutely not. I have to pick an order to give people because I can't just tell them pick your own order. But literally you can pick your own order. I'm not even 100% sure that I'm even going to take the offering when I start. I might actually do mindless aggression and unnatural strength right away just to feel how that feels. Just because I want to maybe try and transfer to chaos like immediately just to see if that's better or not.
When I'm ready and not before.
Because it could be, but like I can't test it, right? But like if I do that, it means I'm not going to be running anger during the campaign, right? So, well, during the last bit of the campaign. I'm not going to be running flammability or anything like that. I'm going to be immediately putting in like chance to poison, added chaos, and like just changing over to a poison build literally at Cruel Lab. But I don't know if that'll work. I don't know if that'll be any better or worse, or really if it'll be any different at all. So I'm not going to include the testing stuff and the weird stuff in a guide for thousands of people, right? Seen the note I made in the build, link posted. I don't remember. When I woke up this morning, there was 114 messages over 4 different apps for me to read. So I don't remember if I read yours or not.
You'll smell it before you see it. I've traveled.
Read them all? I honestly tried to be honest. Like I did. I spent like half an hour reading through messages trying to find all the things. I didn't reply to most of them, but I'm going for Commander of Darkness first, then Mindless and Unnatural. You're far enough ahead of me to see if you're liking the Bone Barrier or not by Uberlab. Yep, fair, fair. The troll was the best? Which troll? What troll? I'm confused. Oh, that one. Did you see my latest reply?
That would just make what little help I can offer. Take care.
Welcome. Farewell.
Oh, billing link. There's points assigned to a minion health node in the leveling tree. Is it this one? Are you talking about the health regen nodes? Like these ones right here? Because I take those. That's on purpose? Yep. Without them, your raised zombies while leveling just like fall over dead. And with them, they barely die at all. If ever. I respec out of them later because you wouldn't need them later even if you were keeping zombies, and eventually we don't run them anymore, but the zombies are very, very helpful while leveling, and having to resummon them all the time is a pain in the ass. Does zombie life get fixed with the 5% recoup recover thing? Yeah, somewhat. I just felt like that node was lackluster. What, the 5% recovery node? So whenever an SRS expires or gets replaced, it counts as a death. Oh, the regen node. I mean, just don't take it then. Like, it's fine. There's a lot of options. I tend to gravitate towards the things that make me have to pay less attention and be less worried and be able to read chat more and just automate whenever I can and take options that make things just require less skill, right? Like that's I gravitate towards those things. If I can make something easier, even if like numerically it's a tiny bit worse, but the quality of life of my build gets significantly better, I'm always doing that. I'm always taking the quality of life. I want my build to feel good. I don't fucking care what path of building says the number is. As long as I'm still killing all of the things and it feels good, that's what matters. Because brand set up, does the order of the gem links matter? Yes, it will target them. It will use them in the order that they're in, starting on the top left. So you can actually make an argument to have any of them in first place, depending on what you are doing and how you play. Like you could make an argument that, oh, I'm just like speed clearing easy maps. There's always corpses on the floor anyway. So I really just want the offering to go off first, which is usually what I do. So I put the offering in first spot. But if you do that and you go fight a boss, you will have to wait for a whole rotation to get your offering, because you'll do an offering. There'll be no corpses there. Then you'll curse. Then you'll put a desecrate on the ground. Then you'll do an offering again. And so there'll be this whole area where you just don't even have offerings. And that's awkward. Right? Yes, you can league start. Yes, you can kill all of the Ubers. Can we use Severed in Sleep, or do we need United in Dream? You can use Severed in Sleep if it drops on the floor, but we would never use Severed in Sleep intentionally. You would more use it because it dropped on the floor, or it was the only one you could afford, or something like that. You still want to get United now. We already get all the Wither chance we need from what's it called?
Goodbye.
The Ascendancy. Yeah. That being said, the most important part is the level 25 envy. So if you can't get a United in Dream, but you can get your hands on the unupgraded weapon, great. There's level 25 envy. Welcome to poison, right? We're still gonna take that, because you want that level 25 envy. It's fucking disgusting.
When I'm ready,
Whoa.
and not before. Life is too precious to waste on you.
Well, thoughts on elemental hit? It looks fucking busted, especially on a Wanda, but even on a bow build, the new one, if you mean, it looks busted. If they didn't literally buff the fuck out of SRS, I'd be starting elemental hit, probably a Wanda. New question: do my stash tabs carry over names and colors from standard when I make a new league character trying to organize for tomorrow? Yes. They carry from the parent league. So as long as you set up your standard stash tabs how you want, then when you start a character in the league, it will copy them. Okay, should I rush for an axe in the first place? I mean, whatever you can get your hands on, but either sword to start with, if one of them is significantly cheaper, fine, and a covenant as soon as you can will hugely boost you. A 5-link covenant is better than any other 6-link in the game. Another SRS start? You say that like I've started SRS a whole bunch. I've done it twice, and not for several leagues.
Belief is the
3 times?
strongest metal of them all.
Have I done it 3 times?
Smiles with sharp teeth.
What happened to lightning arrow? Nothing? They just didn't buff lightning arrow by 50%, and they did buff this by 50%. Campaign early now, full pre-poison. Better for the campaign than early now. Right, so there is one period in which SRS will be weaker than before. And that will be pre being able to go hybrid. So until you get your either Uber Lab or whenever you decide to do the Ascendancy to get the half chaos. Fuck me, what's it called? Why do I keep forgetting it? Hang on. Unnatural strength. Until you get unnatural strength, you will actually be weaker than it's been in the past. As soon as you get unnatural strength, it will be stronger than it has been in the past.
When I'm ready and not before.
Bit of filter when the league starts tomorrow. Exclamation mark filter. There are 3 strictnesses. There are 3 strictnesses of filter just there. You should follow them all. The ones that have thousands of people following them already. Those are automatically synced and updated about an hour and a half before the league starts. I will wake up and do a full pass and update those to the current league. As unnatural strength work with minions already convert their damage. So this is one of those well actually cases. Well actually, SRS doesn't have any built-in conversion in the gem. It says converting all of its physical damage to fire in the description. But that's not actually part of the gem. That's something applied to the minion. So, when something like Molten Strike exists, and it says 60% converted to fire, that's inbuilt gem conversion. And if I put 100% chaos convert on that, I'll still only get the 40% at the end that didn't convert, right? And if I put 100% chaos convert on it and 100% cold convert on it, I'll still have 60% fire, 20% chaos, 20% cold. Because that's how gems work, right? The gem overrides all the other conversions. It applies first at its full value. Except minions. Because that's not technically a gem... an in-gem conversion. That's just something that's applied to my minion. So if I get 100% fire convert and 100% cold convert, it squishes them together and keeps the ratio the same. So we end up with 50% fire and 50% chaos. I don't know why, man. You shouldn't, but it does.
Ignorance brought you here, sister, to the one place where your talents are free to grow and be truly.
It doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't work anything like normal spell conversions, so that's why it works. Never knew fractured items could drop in upper prison. Only from the rare modifier. Only from the rare that does fractured things. Not naturally. What? Did I not run far enough away from that? That's fucking rude, man.
Let me embrace you.
I not dodged that either? What the fuck?
Come.
Dude one-shots all my minions, it's real rude.
Come.
Had you been my creation, brute, you'd not have fallen so easily.
Super tanky build to do them? Maybe. Leader notes in the general section. Did not attacker Brutus have infinite length? No. Definitely not. Really?
Goodbye.
Video? Oh, right. Hey, it's up to 21k views. Nice. Duty in LA. And it feels like every other video is trying to kill out every other bait builds. I haven't got that. I haven't got that feeling at all. I feel like everyone was on board that they were great. I haven't seen anybody doing drama shit. Has there been drama shit? Hang on 1 second. 1 sec. There we go. There's so much. There's so much drama. I haven't seen any fucking drama. Lance's bait builds video is always in good taste. It's always funny. It's not real. It's not like real drama. There was that one build where Tanky made a mistake that everybody got really angry at, that he like took down and fixed. Like, it just made a mistake. Like, there's that one. And then that's it. Where can I get these fingerless gloves? Actually right there, and they are compression gloves for my hand pains. Oh, also, guys, check it out. Look, wait, hang on. I got the same idea with my nails this time, but instead I got sparkly instead of pastel. And now I've got a bunch of sparkly nails. I did that yesterday. Ten different colors of sparkly. Nail MTX on point. Nice. Commands don't work as replies. That command would have worked. They don't work as replies. Done commenting bait. There was one dude who called the poison SRS build bait. And I opened it up to like read the whole comment because I was like, well, if somebody's unhappy, I'll give them a chance. I'll read like, what are the problems? Tell me what the problems are. And then I read it. And I was like, oh, I don't know what the fuck this dude did wrong. But he was saying that he tried poison SRS even now before the nerf, and it was like horrendous and the worst leveling experience you've had. It did no damage in the end game, and it was just a complete bait build from head to forward. And then right now this league, it's definitely nerfed, so I don't know why you would try and do it again. And I was just like, we're just getting rid of this comment. Like, I don't know what you were playing, my dude. I don't know how you tried it. I don't know how you got this result. Like, like sometimes people come to you and they're like, listen, I'm doing your build and I'm like really struggling and I can't work it out and I'm pretty new and I don't know why it sucks so much. Can you help? And then we help people. We absolutely help people all the time. The amount of times I open up random first time chatters' path of buildings to help them out is huge. I've done that so many times. But there's a big difference between going, I'm struggling with this, can anybody help me? And getting on YouTube and being like, you build shit, I did it, everything you did is wrong, you trash. Like, okay, bud. Bye. Like, you didn't ask for help, you didn't want any help.
And not before.
Are we less tanky now? Yeah. Maybe. A little bit. But I think I can overcome it. That's a different kind of struggle. Struggling with reality, right? So the res doing latest tree takes the shield as a res quite late. Yeah, because I'm usually no, I don't usually struggle, but I'll tell you why I don't usually struggle. I almost always, personally, when I play, regardless of the build, regardless of the build guide, regardless of what I'm doing, I almost always put Purity of Elements on in Act 3. Even if I have no intention of using it, I'm never going to be a Purity of Elements build. I'm going to spec out of it. I'm going to like put on a different aura when I get to maps or whatever. Almost always, I'll just put Purity of Elements on. I don't care to fuck around in the campaign. I don't care if my boss kill takes an extra 6 seconds because I'm missing a damage aura. I just want to not get frozen and have resistances while completing the campaign. I just want to not get frozen and have resistances during the campaign. So I just take Purity of Elements all of the time from Act 3, no matter what fucking build I'm doing. I just take it and I put it on, even if it's not part of the build, and then I get rid of it later. Like usually at maps. Like it'll usually be at maps. We've done the Pewedle yet? No. Not at all. Where's the fucking bit? Yo, I lose more time getting lost than anything else. And I guess in town. I lose a pretty good amount of time in town as well. Is it better to the level as Absolution or SRS? I mean, both are really good, to be honest. Like both level quite well. So a guy had a thing that just did the floor is lava whenever he's in town. That's actually great. I like that. Just need something to spam at me in town.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Get a move on, get a move on, get a move on. Skylab Dub, thank you very much for the prime.
Good to
Course on
see you,
dominating
Balor.
blow. It's like a weak absolution that you have to be in melee range for. Just don't do it.
When I'm ready.
Just play absolution. It's the same build, except you get range out to like here, and it's stronger. Nice. That's it. Dutch Havoc doing a non-wandering path League Stars, explain what he used and why. I didn't, but I'm probably going to look at that and I'm probably going to look at that and copy it, because if he can, the way Havoc progresses is just going to be better than the way I progress. It just always is. It just Don't you use the top 3 on that list? Yeah. The 3 that have like thousands of people subscribed to them, those are the permanent and public filters that everyone uses, the 3 strictnesses. League, 1 for league start, 1 for when you first enter red maps, and then 1 for like the rest of your fucking league.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Are you back again, bud? The Sphinx, thank you for the 3-month resub. Hey, bud. You come back for more pats? If I move, are you going to run away? Sometimes you reach down to him and he runs away. And sometimes you reach down... Oh, yep, this is a runaway time. What it is he really wants you to just follow him around the house. And we've discovered after extensive testing that when he's like this, he doesn't actually even have anywhere to bring us. He just wants to wander around, and he doesn't want to wander around alone. It's not like he's trying to bring us anywhere. He just wants company.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Why is that spiked club so shiny? Hang on, let me go back over to it and have a look.
Time for one of these again.
I didn't pick it up, did I? Twilight? Ah, right. That's explained in that video, but realistically it's because it's got 2 reds. Anything with a 3 link that's 2 reds in these leveling zones is going to show up with this background and a little red triangle. If you've got at least 2 reds in a 3 link, it'll show up like that. At least 2 greens, it'll be a green version of this. At least 2 blues, it'll be a blue version of this. You should watch that most recent video. Michaela is a terror. She walks up to my computer and just holds her finger over the power button and says, no, no, no. Wait, she stands there with looking at it and then saying, no, 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 because you've said no, no, no whenever she walked up to it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's so good.
If you must.
Oh, that's so good. Farm level sanctions after leveling your SRS build. I think that I would want to get Uberlab first, and then yes, I think it would be quite easy after that. You want Uberlab because you want all that you just want all the ascendancies. Quick question, we're running a private league for this league again. Nope. Next league. We're alternating. This is a trade league. Last league was a private league. Now it's a trade league. Next league will be a private league again.
When I'm ready and not before.
See, so right there, you can see on my loot filter, if I was a green heavy person, like I was doing claws or bows or anything like that, I might want to turn around and be like, oh, what is this? Turns out it's a shield, so I don't want it. But I mean, maybe I would if I was like a claw build or something and I needed a 3 link. doing something green based that isn't bows. I don't know. Right? That's the leveling filter portion. You can also just apply that module. That leveling filter is just a module. So you can just, so there, if I was a strength build, I'd be like, oh, what is this? Never mind, don't want that. But like, it's highlighting the links for me. In the full link in the helm, and then the one socket unset ring and shield. Didn't I fix that? Didn't I fix that? Do you have like a path of building from like a day and a half ago or something? Alright, hang on. Necropolis, new poison SRS. Did I leave an unset ring in one of these? I didn't leave an unset ring in any of these. Helmet only has a full link. In-game hybrid has it? Okay. My bad. But also, please tell me you can figure this out. There's two different forelinks, both in the helmet, and nothing for the gloves. Sorry, nothing for the boots. They don't have to be in these 3 slots. These are just the 3 forelinks we have. Oh, I left it targeted with combustion. But we shouldn't be using combustion anymore because it's poison. So that's why I didn't need an unset ring anymore, and I just put Tempest Shield in there. But I must have forgotten to rename the thing. It says combustion, but there's no combustion because it's poison at this point. Well, hybrid poison anyway. I just forgot to like rename the thing like that. Yeah, see, I just took the random regen node because right now, right at this point, I can just about sustain my zombies if I get them up. But usually I link them with minion life as well, and that's when they stop dying entirely. But even right now with just these lit nodes, it's usually enough that I can summon my zombies up right now and have them actually live. Merveil is still going to kill them right now because we don't have minion life with them yet. So they don't quite have enough regen for Merveil. You're going to start with SRS? Yes. Okay. I opened that. I'll have a look at it. I'll do the PoEdle in a moment. Let me go kill this bitch. Spent literally 9 hours today going over the path of building. Yeah. I got very overwhelmed, I'll be honest. It's not actually difficult. Now that I've got a pretty decent handle on it, I think I'll be a lot better at it moving forward. But I got a little bit overwhelmed by the website because I joined PoE Vault, but it's the first time I've had to deal with that back end of that website at all. So I had no idea how any of it functioned, worked, or was coded, anything. So it took me like way longer than it should have to update the website, and I'm still not convinced I nailed everything perfectly. And yeah, I did the best I could. I hope it's good. I hope everybody understands it. I hope I haven't made any mistakes. But even then, about this build, it's super important. There are now way more options. There are now way more options to do than before. So it's like, when you make a build guide, you have to make decisions for people. Like, you have to make decisions for people, right? And so I just picked the decision that I think is the best generically for everyone. But that doesn't mean you have to follow every single decision. You see the question from before? I didn't. I did not. I missed it. Spam me again. As long as level 32 cap for... I don't remember anything about there being a cap. Every rune for the trigger rune, one for auto offerings. No, because you have to have the sword, because there's no other way in the game to get a level 25 envy. You have to have the envy.
Wife, 'twas love that did this to you.
Something along those lines. Well, that path of building is the low budget league starter, the mid budget one, and the degenerate min maxed all into one path of building. So I couldn't do that. I've included the degenerate min max version. Like I've got everything in there. There's one path of building for all of your needs. What tier unique is the sword? So that's a bit of an interesting question, because technically as low as tier 2, maybe even tier 3, but also not really, because it only comes from Chalupa. So like relatively common, like 1 in 6 or 10 kills or something like that, but it's Chalupa. So relatively common, you got to take with a grain of salt, right? Because it's not really common, because it's not that common to fight Chalupa, right? But if you can fight Chalupa a bunch, it's very easy to farm.
Hello.
Where's the new Race Lord gonna be? Man, we have no idea. Unless somebody who works in the building spoils it for us, we've got nothing. It could end up being a 2-div item because it drops like every second tier 17 map people run. It could also easily end up being a 200 div item because it's very rare. We don't know. I just want my zombies back.
When I'm ready, and not before.
So I normally don't start summoning zombies until I have them in the 3-link. I'm just summoning them a little early here just to see how they survive just on what they've got right now. Normally, I start summoning them when I've got them with minion life as well. I don't want to say never ever upgrade the weapon because I don't know what the prices are going to be, but there are also plenty of ways in the game where the United in Dream drops like itself. It can also drop upgraded. So don't just default to having to buy a blessing. Check. Is a blessing more expensive than the sword? Well, then don't ever buy a blessing. Buy the sword outright. Where can it be dropped? Cards, specifically. It can come from divination cards. I also usually take this second node. I'm gonna tear... Nah, I'm not. I want my damage. Also come from stat deaths if they're boss uniques. No. Right? But the card itself is a pretty common one. But also we won't have stacked decks handing them out. So like, who knows? The answer is literally just who knows. I don't know. I think it'll come from... So this is why I'm saying what we should be paying attention to is when we're looking to upgrade to the United in Dream, we should be looking at both the price of buying the sword outright and also the price of the blessing. And we should be buying whichever one is cheaper. Don't just buy a blessing because you think, oh, I've got to upgrade this thing. Check. Because there's a good chance that the sword itself is just going to be cheaper than the blessing is. So you'd be losing money. But I'm also not sure. It might not be. So... when does the sword become necessary in progression? So... it's probably necessary to get one of the two swords as quickly as you can. Level 25 Envy is an insane buff. And both swords hand that out. As far as when is it necessary to get United in Dream, specifically, because the baby sword will be a lot cheaper. I don't really know, but I suspect you'll want it at least... you'll be able to get like void stones without it and whatnot. Like I think you'll want it by the time you start doing even medium juice stuff in the end game. You'll probably be looking for it. You can definitely get your first two void stones without either sword at all.
Shine boldly so that all may find you when the
Maven might be before Maven might be, you need one of the swords at least.
There you will.
Oh, you can probably do, no, you can definitely do Maven or Uber Elder without the upgraded sword, like with just either sword. But I wouldn't want to do like super juiced content or any of the Ubers or anything like that. Utility Feared and probably a white Feared with no sword. You think you could do a white Feared? I'd be hesitant. I'd be pretty hesitant to send people to Feared without the sword. I'd say maybe everything pre-Feared. It was rough, but not undoable. Man, why does this have to not work anymore? I'm real sad about the white conversion mob missing, by the way. Like, I know they took away a bunch of stuff, and some people were like, my XP, my gem XP, and like those sort of things. I don't care about any of them. My white socket conversions, I'm real sad about them going. I really enjoyed the white socket stuff. Of those for offhand leveling, yeah. The first like white socket bow you get, you just fucking put it in your off weapon and boom. Level whatever you want.
It's kind of disappointing, really.
P-Weedle time? Oh yeah. Do we have to emote only this bitch before I start? Or can people behave? Do we think people can behave? Boom. Some of you can still type in emote only mode, by the way. So like subs, behave yourself. Since whenever I have a sub that behave themselves. Wait, what? Excuse me. Never mind. Moving on. Anyway. Daily gem. All right, what do we got? Okay, we're gonna start with elemental hit. I still really like elemental hit as a starter gem. She's got so many tags. Holy shit, I only hit one tag. Are you kidding me? It's AoE, but it isn't an attack, a projectile, a melee, a strike, a fire, cold, lightning, prismatic, or bow. Are you gonna do this to me again? Okay, it's not a war cry, but it is AoE and duration. It is AoE and duration, but it's no element. Wait, really? It's AoE and duration and it's no element at all. So like Blade Vortex? Wait, I'm confused. It ticked everything. But it's not that? Wait, it's not Blade Vortex. Is it Blade Vortex? It's not Blade Vortex. But it is a critical spell, AoE duration physical. Okay. So we're probably looking at green gems. It's not Blade Vortex, but it came out at the same time. It's a spell crit AoE duration physical. It could be a red gem as well. I'm just gonna have a look. It could be Blade Trap, but I think that's more recent than Blade Vortex, and this is the right patch. So probably not that. Not explosive, because that's got a fire tag. Can't be Rain of Arrows because it's not an attack. It's probably a red gem then, isn't it? It's not a cry. Can't be Blade Storm, can it? Oh, it's a spell. It's a spell. Can it be a red gem? Okay, I need to think for a second. Critical spell, AoE duration, physical. I don't think Bladefall has a duration tag. I don't think Bladefall has a duration tag. It could though. It leaves lingering blades. It could be Bladefall. It is. It is Bladefall. Okay. Alright. 4. That's not bad. I'd say 4 is pretty good. You know the worst part? It doesn't have a crit tag anymore. Doesn't it? Ah. Alright, quote of the day. Quote of the day. Quote me up. I understand now. You're a spectre out of the mists of the Atlas. You're a spectre out of the mists of the Atlas, sent to torment me. That could be so many people. I don't know it at all. It could be any of the Guardians, not Guardians. It could be any of the, it could be Cirrus Shaper, any of Cirrus's little dudes, or Zana. Oh, yeah. It can only be the people out of that list, but I absolutely do not know. That's not that one. Uh-oh. I don't think it's Zana, right? See, it could be Zana from... It could be Zana from that patch when she disappeared, when she ended up in the thing. But I don't think it is. Is it one of the Cirrus Guardians? Is it like Baron? Fuck. As soon as it lets me hear it, I'll know, but I really want to guess Zana, but I feel like this is wrong. I feel like this is wrong. It is wrong. Fuck. I see now. Spectre out of the mists of the Atlas, sent to torment me. It's not Veritania. I'm pretty sure. I really would have thought Baron. It's not Cirrus and it's not Shaper. I'm pretty sure it's not Elder. What are the other ones? What are the other Guardians? Drox? Fuck. Is that fucking Kirak's voice? Yo, I don't know that voice.
Yes, I understand now. You're a spectre out of the mists of the Atlas, sent to torment me. Yes,
No, I actually don't know.
understand now. You're a spectre out of the mists of the Atlas, sent to torment me.
I actually don't know who that is. I don't even recognize the voice.
Yes, I understand now. You're a spectre out of the mists of the Atlas, sent to torment me.
All right, you can spoil it now, chat, because I literally have nothing. I got nothing. I did not get this one. Al Hazim? No way! That's one of Al Hazim's lines? Are you kidding me? So right here, when I was like, it could be one of Sirius's guardians, and then I thought it sounds like something Baron or Drox would say, and then it wasn't one of them, and then I gave up. I was like, well, it sounds like Baron or Drox, so if it's not them, it won't be the other guardians. And I was so close. It was El Hesmin, or Hesmin, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't think I've ever heard that line in my life. Shit. Shit. I think that this is one of the... I don't think this is blood magic, but now I can't think of anything except blood magic because you said blood magic. And now it's all like, it's that one. Oh, is it blood magic? No. Okay. Okay. See, it can't instantly leave my head like when it's okay. I think I know what this is, but I can't remember the name of it. I think it's from one of the brown or orange timeless jewels. I think is it called Eternal Youth? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. No, it's not that one. That one looks, that's a different color. It's not blood magic. No, it's not. It's on the tree. It's on the tree. I've seen this. I've seen it. It's on the tree. It's not a jewel one. It's on the tree and I don't normally take it. I don't know if I've ever taken it. I don't think it's Vile Pact. Is Vile Pact? Okay, I've never taken that. Well, I've never taken that in years anyway. Alright, done. Did you take your meds today? I most certainly did. I did take my meds today. I'm on the drugs. I'm on the drugs. I'm on the drugs that killed River Phoenix. I'm on the drugs. I'm on the drugs. I'm on the drugs that killed River Phoenix. What's my league stat gonna be? SRS. Poison SRS specifically. Deciding between LA, Boca, or Penis Brand. I don't think Penis Brand is going to be a great league starter with the nerfs that it had. I think it's still going to be a pretty good thing to play. I just think you're going to want some level of gear first. I don't think it's strong enough to just carry you right at the beginning anymore. Though I still think it will be very, very good later. I don't think it'll be like free like it is now. Most of the rest suspect is, but he's safe. I'll just do poison. Popcorn's fine, to be honest. If you'd rather popcorn than poison, it's fine. And also, if you do popcorn for a while and then you decide it's not good enough, the respec to change into poison is only like 10 regrets. So you can still do either.
When I'm ready and not before.
Iron and poison are interchangeable as well. Yeah. Where the fuck is the... It should be... Did I miss it? There should be a lab. It should have been... I should have seen it by now. Editor make me a filter thumbnail. I sorry did that.
There is a fine line.
It is.
Between
So do you think Max or Wetzel's Machination could be viable for Poison SRS? Not in any of the ways I've done it, but in theory. Like, in theory, yes, but you're definitely going to have to come up with your own, like, plan for that, because I'm definitely not providing one. Where the fuck is the AoE again? There it is. Should have taken that earlier. I was like, why am my SRS not clearing good? They're missing 30% of their area. And cook DD in game, use Yoke suffering at in game. Now 217 boss drop on any price is gonna be nuts. Well, depends on how rare it is. They could be super common, we don't know. They're not available to anyone to use on stream. And Rice and everything. Yep. Nice.
When I'm ready and not before.
Shit. Okay. Hang on.
Failure stings, sister. Yet pain is the
I
final.
need to make a phone call real quick. I'm gonna mute.
Travel far. Hello.
Right, there we go. I was just on the phone. You couldn't see the phone, but I was definitely using it. I can't believe I still haven't seen movement speed boots, but I've also like fucked around so much. I'm really not even, I don't even like need to be practicing this at all.
Be well.
Grab both of those real quick. It doesn't matter what essences, because I can't use anything except if it rolls something. Wow, that one rolled something, that one rolled nothing. It's fine. Fuck me, by the way. Was it fun?
You are well. Stay true to you.
Because when you just get boosted in the group anyway. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put out a damn video. I'm surprised, because he put out, I swear he put out that video last league as well. Did he not?
While we live, we are blessed.
I'm saying no one's ever looked at a nutsack and been like, what a good, nice, photogenic nutsack. That's true. That's still true.
Ready, exile? It is time. This.
Going up on 1 million channel points. Yeah, pity there's nothing to do with them.
ready and not before.
Rotating. The vendors do not refresh anymore, I heard somewhere. So they don't fully refresh, but they do refresh. I think it's something like 20% of the contents is replaced every time you level, but not the whole thing. The only bit there I'm not positive about is the number. I don't know if it's 20% or it could be slightly more or slightly less. Which leaks are important. I've once finished a video. Please show what the playstyle of the game. There's newest players don't care about. There's people about the building. That's a good point. I actually forgot when I was making it that it wasn't just for people who had already played SRS. There are like 15 other videos on my channel of Poison SRS that include footage. I got so excited about it being buffed that I forgot that some people won't have played it before, and that I should have gotten some actual footage of the play style and given it to my editor, but I didn't. That is my bad. You're 100% right. I just forgot. I just got excited that it works and is better. And to watch this thing. Oh, fuck right off. Actually eat an entire penis all in one go from the tip to the shaft.
You missed a valuable lesson, sister. Never let the power go to your head.
Leveling those are really opposed to other leveling techniques. I mean, for me, it's basically just as fast as any other thing that I could ever level, because I'm not really that quick to begin with. I don't think it's not like the Cremation Armageddon brand style speed, but it's certainly not slow. It's smooth and you can play SRS the whole way. How would you name it nads hair removal on something you're not supposed to put in your nads? That doesn't sound right. True. How bad is the base damage nerf going to be for leveling? Not nearly as bad as it sounds, because it's not a... It's because it's called Nair. That's a different product. Nair and Nads are two different products. It's not nearly as bad as it sounds for leveling, because
hi,
that
thanks
gem
for checking in. I'm
starts at
still
0.
a piece of garbage.
It always started at 0, and at level 20 is like 38% more. And so by the time we get to maps, it's level 15. It used to be like 28% or something. So it will be a little weaker there. Might be 22, I think. So there'll be a bit towards the end of the campaign where it's worse.
And
What have you
Wolfgang
done?
Puck shares his recipe for apple strudel. Katie! So stay tuned, because we've got all this and more coming up in the next hour. Katie! What?
Ooh woo. Yeah, last time I tried to use the torrent, and every time I've tried to use the torrent, I end up having to patch way more than the entire patch would have been, because it breaks everything. Probably because I'm stupid. I don't know, but I don't know how to fix it, and I'm not willing to risk it, so I just don't use the torrent anymore.
That's a really good point, Diane. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Thank you.
I'll expect it to be pricey and then be pleasantly surprised if it isn't. Yep. That's the way. Breeze zombie inspector just for bus or some. So like a stone golem. X amount of total summons. You just use all of them, as many as you can. The specters hopefully are still listed in that path of building, unless I fucked up and removed the listing. Otherwise, they are Arena Master and Pale Sephirim.
Yes.
What's this one for? Look good for rog farming. Let's have a look. Yeah, we missed both of these, but otherwise, yeah, should be fine. You guys some Atlas trees for the video. And I took the time to get them all and label them. Wait, you got all the timestamps? I'll fucking add them right now. It's probably too late to matter. I feel like, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like once a video has been out for 24 hours, it's done. Like people just stop. I don't know if that's true. It just. Ah, I see why he didn't take it. Because I got to rewrite all that. I see why. There's like a specific fucking way that you have to write them for them to work. Glowing the purple. Nice. Thank you. Use my labels. Yeah, hang on. I'll fix it right now. I'll add the labels. Here it is. So you're gonna put in. Does it have to go? I think you go like that. You have to start with 0, 0, 0 for some reason. I don't know why. So if I take this, it might actually work if I just copy this to the front like that. I think This is only like my second time ever trying to add tags to a video. So I think this is the right way to do it. I think it's just this simple. But I could save this and have it just not work. But I think you just set it up like this and it just works. I think. I think I'm doing this right.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Oh, I was supposed to do that?
supposed to do
Well,
that.
I'm doing it now. Also, thank you for the 25 months resub. I'm pretty sure this is how it's done. I think that's it. Where can I grab a shirt like this? I don't know. Any thrift shop you go to? I just op shop like 80% of my clothes. There's like 4 or 5 shirts that came from Lowe's. And then I either op shop things or I buy from people's merch stores. That's where like most of my clothing comes from. Fix the spelling of this shirt from Lowe's? I think so. There's like 2 or 3 shirts that I own that are from Lowe's. I think it's Lowe's. That should work, in theory. It does. It does. Look, chapters. I got it right. Nailed it. I'm so good at this YouTube thing. Thank you, freak. I've only done that once before, and I didn't have to look it up. The drugs are working. I'm on the drug. I'm on the drug to kill River Phoenix. I'm on the drug. I'm on the drug. Are we there yet? I'm fucking ready to start, eh?
Get your magic find characters ready.
This land has no time for avarice.
Stupid speed. Aww. He's probably talking about antidepressants. No, I'm talking about my ADHD medication. How far in can a non-poison variant push? Further than last time. You used to struggle in early reds, and now I think as long as you do your Uber Lab, I think you'll still be able to do basic like Alkan go tier 16s fine. But I do think you'll struggle as soon as you put juice into it. I hate to be that guy again, but the Google Doc doesn't have all the trees from the video in it. Motherfucker! Listen, I don't... Apparently I'm shit.
You are well? Be well.
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
No.
Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
There's a 100% chance that if you've got obscenely colored hair, that you're actually a fun person. Okay, it's not 100, but it's like at least 70. Chat was cringe that day. I didn't think it was that cringe. I make my hair different colors if my work didn't prohibit it. How the fuck can your work prohibit what you do with your hair? What the fuck? What the fuck kind of cooked world do the employers over there live in where they think they have even the remote right to control what color you dye your hair? How about fuck off? What do you mean?
Fascinating.
I've never worked in retail, and I don't think I would ever be able to work in retail. I couldn't. I would laugh. I would laugh directly in the face of any boss who tried to tell me what I can do with like my own fucking body. I would laugh directly in their face. Like immediately, like 100 out of 100 times, I would laugh directly at you. I couldn't even imagine. The hubris. Is this fucking common in office jobs, or is it just like, oh, sometimes there are some places? Yes, it's common. It's very common for office jobs. How? Yeah, no, I mean, I'm on board with like a dress code. Dress codes are fine. Like, you know, wear like smart casual or business attire, things like that. But like trying to tell me I can't have like a piercing or a tattoo or my hair purple. Fuck off.
When I'm ready, and not before.
This is pretty much common for everything. Yo, I would never have made it. I would never have made it. I have discovered since quitting my career that my attitude is not at all conducive to having a job run by somebody else. I have discovered that the only reason I got away with it in my career is because I was significantly better than average, and people were like, companies fought over me being there because I was produced more work than everybody else. Not everybody else, but most people. And that's the only reason I survived. I would never have gotten a job. If I was just an average employee, I never ever would have been able to hold down a job. Just ever. Did I forget to kill one of these, or? No, I just forgot to get the thing from here. Right, my bad, my bad.
Not exiles.
There's the can't show tattoos. This is crazy to me. I want you to have a bear. I think it was meant to be beard. I just assumed that was beard. I didn't even realize it was mistyped until I saw the reply. Said you weren't sure about Legion on the map device. Said you weren't sure about Legion on the map device? Everything is on the map device. Is that really what I said? Either I misspoke and meant something else, or you misheard, and that's not what I said. One of those two things happened, and I'd flip a coin. That could be either one. Yo, what the fuck? I want to go that way. What the hell? Are you telling me this whole area was a dead end and I was supposed to turn left immediately? This is why I don't run these zones, man.
Get your magic find characters ready.
Hey. Lexia, anybody 3 gifted subs? Oh. She didn't type it this time, but either out loud or in her head, she said, gimme.
Get your magic find characters ready.
need to take that. Also, runtime command. Thank you very much for the gift. Than I do if you've got a body count of over 100. That means nothing to me, but if you put milk in your cereal bowl first, you're fucking disgusting. True. True. I wish I had movement speed boots. How many bits did they shut off completely? None. This is it. This is as far as you get on this website. Why are you stopping to kill everything anyway? I'm not. Like, I'm literally not.
I need more mana.
Infernal Legion and Skitterbots, this works? Yep. I don't usually do it because I don't usually have the extra sockets, but in this run I just had the extra sockets, so I threw it on. But yeah, it works. It doesn't do like a lot of damage, but I wouldn't call it a priority. But it works. Look at that.
A pity.
Look at that.
Could have been friends.
It's got room for another flat as well.
Ready, exile! It is time to hunt! This land...
Updated loot filters, appreciate it. Nice. Well, I mean, I haven't updated them yet. It's a job for the morning.
I don't mean.
Off you go, little beast!
Y'all are too picky. I don't care if they got tattoos or not. I just want them to say yes, sir, and then disobey me anyway. That's what I want. Baylor the Brat Tamer? Never. Never would I want to tame a brat. Handle, maybe. Brat handler? Tame? Never.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I would like to get both my underarms and my balls zapped. Zap. Okay, that makes it sound like I want someone to electrocute my balls. That's a horrible place to cut that to cut that clip. What the fuck? I do not want that. That sounds horrible. That's a horrible place to cut that clip. Out of context clips are the best though. I mean, that's actually a really good place to cut that.
When you build something like this, you make persecution a way of life.
But we have to try. I mean, I'm not up to getting shocked in the balls. That's not something I would ever. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Allow your
That just sounds like it would hurt a lot.
by the flames of the past.
That honestly sounds so painful. I don't. Could that be a thing? No, because if you hold SRS down, how are you going to walk around? It has to be instant skills.
There she is, my work in progress. Let's see if Rayclast has been good to you, witch. Harness your fear! Enough of this!
Did you fix the numlock thing years ago? No, as far as I know, no game has ever fixed the numlock trick thing. I think the only way that you can fix the numlock trick is to stop us from being able to bind things to numlock buttons, like to the numpad at all. Oh, hello, hang on. Fantastic. Unmuted. Okay. Just doing a thing. He's calling for some beans and toast? No, but I am getting something. Hang on. You know, one of my least favorite things is that I exist in real life. That sounds horrible. Hang on. No, what I don't mean I don't want to exist. I mean I don't want to have a body. Could I just become like a part of the internet? Like, I still want to be sentient and me, but the rest of like this doesn't need to. Like, I could just be. We're all doomed.
Get your magic flame characters ready.
Bring us into the future. Jar brains for all.
Jar brains for all. Cardia. I give it a 5-month resub.
like big things, and they were like full of juice, and then with the meat in the middle, and you're supposed to like put the whole thing in your mouth and let it explode flavor.
Stupid dealing with real life stuff. Well, that one was clipped wrong. That one was about... What was it about?
Yes.
IRL stuff 13 hours before league start. That's better than 13 hours after league start. I mean, I tried to deal with everything I could. Like, oh yeah. That's about dim sums. Or dumplings. Dumplings. Yeah. That's about dumplings. Huge. When are you going to bed? Relatively soon, I think. Well, I mean, I say that. I've got another YouTube video to make before I go to bed as well.
General Gravicius demands absolute be well.
Spoilers for the video. Oh, it's just gonna be like my league start. So like, I'm gonna be leveling SRS a different way, and I'm gonna walk people through what my plan is, and then also what my Atlas plan is. Spoiler, between now and making the video, I have to pick an Atlas plan. Which I have absolutely not done. I should be doing that right now instead of this. Hang on, I don't need to practice leveling. I need to figure out what the fuck my Atlas is gonna be. Huh. Is there any content that Poison SRS can't do? Yeah, Legions. It sucks at Legions. Even if you get like the giga juiced high investment, like min-max degenerate version, it still can't clear a Legion out of tier 1 maps. It's horrendous for AI reasons. Just changes target at random without even breaking things out. It'll walk over and attack something twice and then just leave and go to something on the other side of the screen. And then before it even gets to that, it'll change targets again to something in a different direction. It doesn't handle the stasis to mobs at all. It doesn't know what it's doing. Other than Legion, everything's fine. So I already have a progression tree plan, right? Can handle Delve down to 800 or so pretty easily. What am I going to level though? What am I going to do for the money? What am I going to farm for the money, man? And the Giga Juice version of Legion can actually do a Legion in white map. It's just slow, but you can just barely get them all. Right. And here's mine. Let's have a look. What the fuck is this? Huh. Max roll yet? No, I joined Pee-wee Vault. Just very, very recently. I actually don't have a command for it yet. I should probably add one. But I also don't have a hub page yet because I've only got the one guide. But I will be adding more. Isn't that good for minions? It's still pretty good for like movement speed reasons, just for mapping. But you don't actually get anything out of that damage. That increased damage doesn't affect minions. Pokemon just started playing Ritual, isn't that a majority of anti-synergy? It used to be. But now we have number of additional bosses summoned is higher the fewer monsters there is left in the map. So we might not need to like full clear the map, but just like jumping to the boss, leave, jump to the boss, leave, not a thing anymore. Probably. We don't really know what the numbers are on here, but like probably not. That's the in-game items, so the notes of the build. Maybe. I'll look into that. I just don't know that I want to do Ritual at all. Automated if I'm rushing bosses. Well, that's the thing. I don't think you are rushing bosses. I don't think you're rushing bosses. Like you're clearing the whole map. I haven't played PoE in a year. What should my league start be? Fun? Fucking smart ass piece of shit. I mean, obviously I'm promoting Poison SRS, so it's a pretty good one, but also that's a minion, so plenty of people don't like minions. There's a ton of them. Hang on. In the min-max, there's a culling strike on SRS. Why is that? Because in the min-maxed version, you will be using a Kingmaker, which gives you cull, but when you put it in, the path of building doesn't cull, so you have to like add a level 1 cull, because level 1 doesn't have a damage multiplier on it. It just does cull. Don't let me stop you from doing your dreams, but your idea is garbage and the build is trash. Is it culling strike? And then path of building handles it? Oh yeah. Be ambush, harbinger, domination. I might do a fucking essence tree, to be honest. I don't really want Alva at all though. It does so good at essences though. What else could I throw in though? Watch this video. Elva's meta again. Presumably only if you have the presumably only if you have the scarab that gives you the all magic thing, right? Why don't you wax your chest hair? Because it hurts and also I like it. Here's the thing, you should really only have like a waxed chest if you've also got like muscles. Like if you've got like abs and that little V that heads down to your areas, then you can absolutely like wax off all of your hair. But if you're a little chubby, just add a little bit of chest hair. That's fine. Leave it there. I've never heard the little V-shaped thing called that before, but it's so good. I've never heard that before. Ah, I like it, but I've never heard it before. Really starting this league? Yeah, I'm gonna do Poison SRS. I recommend in particular. Havoc's is by far the fastest. I think it's pretty good. Top Guys was okay as well. I don't mind that. They're both really similar though. They're basically the same fucking. Every lightning arrow guide in existence is basically the same thing. Usually Ratless chat. I mean, if I can come up with one that I want to use. I wish I knew. I loved Ultimatum, and Poison SRS would be great at Ultimatum, but I need to know that Ultimatum is profitable now with the new scarabs and worth running, because I did it last league in the private league for like a week and a half and it was absolutely trash. Ultimatum gave you nothing. The new scarabs look like they could be really, really good. Flat with Toxic Suicide is back in, I think. I mean, you can definitely, like, even if you don't want to run blighted maps, you could definitely just sell blighted maps and make a ton of money. Even I'm focused on tier 17s. I do want to get into tier 17s, especially on this build. What do you end up with? The answer is I just didn't get around to clicking the middle bits. I would also take the 3 centers. See, I could do this on Poison SRS too. Well, just leave that. You pick one when you pick one. Poison SRS is pretty good. Oh, excuse me. It's pretty good at Expedition. God, I got like no sleep last night. I think I slept about 3 hours. It was intentional. I did that intentionally so that I'd be tired today so I could go to sleep real early. Red Boy. Breach and Expedition. Yeah, and it's only Red Boy presumably for the first like 1 or 2 days because the bubblegum currency is like incredibly valuable early. And then you just fucked it off and go Blue Boy. Red because the person I'm playing with is going blue. This is more private league. Ah, see, that's fair. That's fair as well. This isn't bad though. Frogs, frogs, and more frogs. Honestly, is he? No idea. I'm certainly not doing a private league again. I can't do 2 private leagues back to back. I very much enjoyed it, but I don't want to do it twice. Like we'll do it again next league. Let's just have to sleep. Cool. Just trying to look for like a better way to path any of this, but this looks alright. Here's something I know for sure. These nodes now, just these 3 on their own, 40% betrayal chance. I want to get all my crafts out the way. I'm fucking sick of not having crafts. I'm sick of not having crafts. I'm taking this as like my first 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Like, and I'm just going to keep it until my crafts are done. You don't even need to invest more than that. Just fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Oh yeah, I'm not saying like, yeah, this is the second tree, it's fine. I'm just saying like, there's literally my first 4 points. I don't even like, I'm taking them. I want my crafts. I'm sick of not having my crafts. It's so annoying. It's so annoying to have to get someone else to craft everything all the time. It's so annoying. I don't want to do it again. I just want to have my crafts. Let's save it. Name what do we call this? Breach slash expedition slash red boy. Change last minute. Prestigion. It's a message last minute crafting ability. Starting CF champ, but here's hoping. I'd probably leave out essences.
So to lead start rush quickly, we must develop a new Atlas strategy. In my previous test, I found success with an Atlas tree like this, and I concluded that adding more monsters to our maps and alching them was the optimal play. So in this run, in addition to Harbinger and boxes, I also added shrines, and pathed all the way up to shaping the world, committing to get way more completion than normal and forgoing a bit of character chance in the bottom left. So how did it go? Well, after 4 hours of mapping, we were almost level 90, had defeated Eater Exarch and had 70 Atlas bonus. Not bad, let's delve into the details. Harbingers and boxes provided consistent map rolling currency, and shrines made mapping straight up just fun. I was also able to break into red maps much quicker, around 2 hours into the run, but pushing up to tier 16s was still a grind, despite the fact I had every single maps found have a chance to be 1 tier higher node. Now similar to the last run, what really helped build a higher tier map pace was scarabs. And with scarabs being more plentiful in 324, my gut feeling is that scarabs will become even more impactful for each particular boss rushing. And that raises the question of whether it's worth taking Unwavering Vision for 20 additional Atlas points, which is a topic I'll be covering in a future video. Additionally, during this run I dropped 6 out of 7 trial cards, and because the trial only drops in yellow maps, it leads me to consider the following strategy. Complete a tier 11 map ASAP, then spam tier 10 so I drop a full set of the trial, turn the set in, on the tier 15 and kill the map boss. If I get lucky, I can build a map base from the single map. If not, the next red Kirak mission will be a tier 15. Now while making this video, all of the Atlas passives that provide a chance to gain additional Kirak mission on completion were doubled. Meaning, instead of just 13% chance, you have 26% chance to gain a Kirak mission on map completion, which is insane.
That's not bad.
Especially when you consider the trial strategy that I just outlined. So in 324, a possible Atlas start could be this: getting 20% Kirak chance, some chance for maps to be 1 tier higher nodes, and more importantly, access to these reduced effective haunted modifier nodes, which will make the lead mechanic easier to deal with during progression. Now I did mention I almost reached level 90, and the reason I didn't was honestly skill issue. Instead of using the tried and true strategy of just don't get hit, I got hit. A lot. 26 times to be exact. Now in softcore pinnacle boss rushes, a couple deaths here and there can be expected, because we are making a deliberate decision to push into tier 16 content before we've checked off the defense requirements to do so. And the advantage of farming tier 16s early is we can then upgrade our gear with high level bases while still making progress towards the final 2 void stones. That being said, if I was overly concerned with my deaths, there are a couple of options to consider. First, could have taken less damage nodes, potentially achieving suppression cap with Entrench or Inveterate. Secondly, could have allocated Ghost Dance for Ghost Shrouds, allowing me to exchange my 5-link armor evasion chest for a 4-link 6-socket evasion energy shield base. Which leads to the third thing, fitting a defensive utility gem such as Cast Damage taken Steel Skid for burst damage and Call to Arms Enduring Cry for physical damage mitigation. This is made easier by having 6-socket items, wearing unset rings, and potentially dropping Artillery Ballista or a Mana Forge setup. Lastly, with 100% betrayal chance next patch, it should be much more reliable to get useful defensive betrayal modifiers such as the Regen Craft, or Vicious Fist taken as Ellie on the chest, or Corral Fist taken as Ellie on the helmet. So in conclusion, while this Atlas strategy was better, I believe there's still room for improvement, specifically in finding ways to actually get to the bosses faster, because even in this run, my character was strong enough to defeat Eater Exarch 1 to 2 hours before I actually got there. Anyways, I will be updating my Lightning Hour guide for 324, so keep an eye out for that. Until then, enjoy the rest of the run. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day, Exiles. Bye.
Once I get that.
God damn, it's so quick. So this is when he gets to maps.
Cool.
And it's a 4 hours from maps to, well, yeah, 4 hours from maps to killing Eater and Exarch. That's actually insane. Are you kidding me? 4 fucking hours. Alright, bud. We we take like 10 hours as a group if we're lucky, right? We do though. It's gonna take me 4 hours to log in. So the problem is we don't care about this notable at all. We really, really, really want this notable, but we don't care about these travel nodes at all. We really want these travel nodes. It's a little bit awkward. I don't know if it's better to go this way and get the bad travels with the good notable, or go this way and get the good travels with the bad notable. Here's one of those travels. It's 2% now. True. The notable even that good? Yeah, the scouting reports are really good, but with these being 2% each, I think we go this way. I think it was a pretty good argument at 1%, but I think with 2% per, we just go that way. And then we would take that. And then I would take this. And then I would take this. And then I would rush for this thing. Maybe. Do I even want this? With how plentiful they're describing scarabs, I don't even know if I do want it on my progression tree, man. Like, I was a bit like 50-50 on whether it would be good enough to take on an early progression tree or not to begin with. But like the more we found out and everything, the less I'm interested in that node. So we do we just from here do the thing that fucking, we just do almost the same thing that Havoc did. Right? We come down, we grab this shit, we grab this shit. We add harbingers into our shit. And that's when we come up here. We can grab the King Harby. And then make shrines instead. Nico? I don't need it, I don't think. I mean, you could throw boxes in. I mean, we're right here. But you could be like, boom, boxes. That's 83 points. By the time I'm here, I'm probably ready for a second tree, or pretty close to. Maybe you don't get that. Well, the thing is, we're right there, though. Although, I think you're right, because I think at this stage, I've added a bunch of mobs into my map. I've got my shrines. I've got my harbingers. I think at this stage, I just go connected, 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 connected. Just take every connected node. Because we're in reds here, where it's starting to be a struggle already. So we just take every connected node we can find from then on. Maybe even this thing. I'll probably play this wheel by ear. Like if I'm already starting to pick up a decent amount of scarabs, then I probably take this a lot earlier than I otherwise would. Right? I think I have to play this bit by ear, but like that's a very good scarab wheel if we're getting 2 or 3 scarabs a map already. Right? But if you're while progressing, you're getting like 1 scarab every 3 maps or something, then I don't give a fuck. Right? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so unless you're like OP as fuck, because it is a lot of bonus modifier, which is good quant rarity and whatnot, but like increased effect modifiers make your maps significantly harder. We're all very weak on day 1. I don't know if that's the play. Like, I feel like if I was strong enough to take that, I'd be taking Ruckus to get all the jewelry for the chaos recipes, but like, I don't expect to be strong enough to take Ruckus. No. No, it is not. Good call. I'm not even sure about this up here. Well, maybe I am. I've gotten all the shrine champs except this stuff up here. You're gonna matter? Yeah, but these small ones are, that's 15% chance for Harvey. And then by the time you're there, that's 1 point. I'll take it. And like, we're coming up here anyway for this, right? Issue you my idea for a starter? Go ahead. So here's the thing. There's also this option of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points total. With 7 points total, we end up with a lot of chance for the pact. Which, even as a minion build, is still going to be all res and movement speed. Even though I don't get the damage. I wish more shit said and minions, man. I wish more shit said and minions. There's so much stuff that just doesn't work for minions at all. Yeah, I can see that working well. Just pull a d4 and make your minions doing directly from your character sheet. I don't know if I love that. It just feels a little too... Feels a little too... It's optimal, but it's like the idea. I suspect that you will not want to be blocking these because they also block the scarabs now. I certainly wouldn't take them early. Like, I see a world where harvest scarabs are very expensive and you're blocking them. I see a world where Legion scarabs and breach scarabs are very expensive. Did there's notes to make it easier. I would love to look, but I'm not going to look on stream right now. My brain is overloaded. Is playing champion with SRS much harder because of the skill nerf? Yes, it's just straight up 38% less damage than it used to be. Just straight up. As is the Guardian Elemental version. It's only poison that got buffed. Can I send it here? If you send it on Discord, I will see it. Oh, I read champion? Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I read champion, but that's actually campaign. And the answer is, I don't really know. I think it'll probably be like a little bit worse because the gem scales to 38, but a lot of that scaling happens at the end of the, like the final few levels. Also, it had enough power to be able to give it up anyway. Ah, thank you. Like, it had enough power early to be able to give it up. The worst bit is going to be like mid-tier, like yellow maps when you haven't found an Uber Lab token yet. That's going to be the worst stage. Well, you don't have all your ascendancies yet and you're in mid mapping, you'll be a little bit worse than we were before, by probably somewhere as much as 25 to 30% less than we used to have. But then getting Uber Lab will make us better. So there should be a priority of getting as early a Uber Lab as you can. I wouldn't take any of these blockers, but otherwise this tree's fine. And I would also take these ones. You still want that more explosive radius. Even though you've got a lot here, you still want that. And this is 8% more, again, for increased chance. I would still take that. The baseline 8%? I think so. I had it for 92.
Get your magic find characters ready.
So the issue is, I still want this explosive range placement. It seems less important because you've got 200% here, but it's 200% or 240%. You want to hit as much as you can. Maybe there's an argument to just go like that. Though it's only 2 points instead of 3. Curses for you. Thank you very much to Prime. Also, I guess that one's range. The range is also pretty good. It lets you reposition shit. If you're at 100%, probably still get that though. I don't see anything wrong with pathing though. Like, technically we could save points by connecting here and disconnecting here. But it's only 1 point saved. And I don't know if you want 4% increased effective modifiers or 6% scarabs. Plus, if you're traveling this way, you like this is better for the progress. I don't know. Like, this is the only bit where you could save a point, but like, I'm hesitant to make maps harder. Like, especially with early trees. I'm also real interested to find out how much betrayal is good. Melee Splash or Infernal Legion, which one for leveling? Either works. I prefer Melee Splash. I think Melee Splash is better, but if you've got 3 blues and not a 2 blue, 1 red, then you're just going to use Infernal Legion. You just want to put something on it. Yeah, I much prefer Melee Splash. Brutus specifically, whether you've got Infernal Legion or not, every ability he has, not his auto attacks, every ability he has will wipe all of your SRS. It'll kill all of them. His big like, boom, 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 just fucking one-shots them. Brutus just kind of sucks a little bit and you get over it. He'll just kill all the minions. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It just sucks to get past Brutus, but otherwise it's fine. Yeah, you just deal with it. Alright, I think this is how I'm going to do my league start tree. I don't know what I'm going to spec into on like day 2 or whatever, whenever I'm done with progression, but this is how I'm going to league start. I'm going to come straight through here immediately to get Jun, because I'm fucking sick of not having crafts and 40% is huge. And I'm even tempted to say go down here first. I'm probably tempted to come take this Kirak wheel first. Maybe even grab that and then head up here. Not this one. Not this one. I think I'm going to go through here, grab that Kirak wheel, and then through this Kirak wheel. Right? Then grab probably the Shrine and Box, throw them in. In fact, I might go Shrine, Box, Harbinger. Just add mobs to my map immediately. And then grab these 2 plus wheels. Right? And then come down here and get the other Kiraks. Then this one. Then travel up here, get that, over there and get that. Then when I get to this point, figure out what I need. Probably just take all the connecting maps at that point. Hoping to do a couple of changes I did. Sweet. I'll have a look. Hopefully this goes okay. Hopefully this goes okay. We are adding a buttload of mobs into every single map. We are getting a lot of Kirak. More reliance on Kirak than normal. adding a buttload of mobs and also getting quite a few connected nodes, and then we get here, we'll get all the rest of the connected nodes. So hopefully it'll be okay. Insurance, yes. Because we want the additional packs. That's kind of the main reason we put shrines in, isn't because they're fun, which they are, and it's not because they make you go faster, which they do. It's to get extra monsters. That's the main reason. More monsters in my map, more map drops. The other things are just like, you know, added benefit. Cool, we get some cool shrines. Cool, we get to go faster because we got an acceleration shrine. Those are great. Good things, but the main reason, more packs. Same reason we've taken just add a random box. Same reason we've taken harbingers, because they also drop maps. I do like that bot one. Because the removal of Wandering Path does make progression a little bit harder, but I'm not a 4-hour to eat an X-Arch man anyway. Like, I'm not Havoc. That was never happening for me anyway. Maybe if I get real lucky, maybe 8. Not 4. So scarab nodes could be worth it too. Yeah, I'm gonna play this wheel by ear. Depends on how many scarabs we're dropping. If we're dropping a lot of scarabs, I will take this wheel actually pretty early. Like if we're starting to drop even just like 2 scarabs a map when we're in yellow maps or something, then I'll be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna take this because I can use them to juice my maps to give more things, right? I love the filter, be a good open work. Thank you. Do I need this? There's an argument that I might even take like that. Wheel instead of connected, depending on how I'm going. Just because I don't care about doing Syndicate, I'm probably not going to like care about it, except that I want all my crafts and I'm really sick of not having my crafts. So we'll see how I feel when I get to this stage. I think this stage is locked in for me, 74 points. And then we'll just see what I feel like I need after that. Okay, the other thing that I'm gonna do for my league start is I'm gonna part things a little differently from in my guide just to see how they work. I'm real tempted to just go straight for this at Cruel Lab and just be hybrid already by Cruel. But I think I'm doing myself a pretty big disservice if I don't get Commander first. I think maybe I take Commander and then go Cruel Merc, and at Merc I change to hybrid. And we just see how it goes without even having Mistress's Sacrifice at all. Then I can use Flesh Offering the whole way, which will make me stronger offensively. I will have to go Glancing Blows to get block cap because I won't be using the offering, but that's fine. Because we'll get this Leech node instead and hope that makes up for our defenses from Uber. And you don't need block cap before red maps anyway. I'm really torn whether it's better to have Commander in Darkness or whether it's better to have Mistress's Sacrifice though. I don't know which one's going to be better. But I'm going to play it like this and see how it goes. Kick in the balls is the skill duration. SRS lasts less. Yes, and our blessing. Both your blessing and SRS will have less duration this way. So it is definitely a downside. As well as you have to glancing blow block cap instead of proper block cap. So like there are downsides, but it's just sort of like, well, I really need to test this bone barrier and unnatural strength thing, and I have to pick what to drop. Something has to go. It has to either be commander or mistress. If it's commander, that's a decent amount of damage down, but more importantly, it is also negative 30 all res, which I think on day one, the negative 30, the 30 all res is like super useful. Like literally day one. It may even be that I start like this, and in like 2 or 3 days I've got like good gear. I actually just change out of that and take my offering back. Like that might even be the case. I don't know. This is all going to be like a play it by ear thing. What are you going to say? What have I missed? Tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. Yeah, I think I can deal without self-blessings, and I can give up that 40% skill effect duration. I think I can do that early, but I think I really want 90 resistance as well as the damage and attack speed like on day one. Like that makes gearing so much easier. And we already have such a high like strength and dex requirement that we have to take like 3 nodes on the tree and also get it from gear. Right, so like my day one gear needing 90 extra resistance is rough, and I'd rather not do that. Figures in SRS, my SRS are better than his. Yep. Yeah. More interested in swapping red dream with green dream? Someone mentioned in the comments. Yes, I saw that, and I have used that before as well. You can use it to get a bunch of block down here instead before you do the suppression change. Maybe you can block cap yourself without glancing blow going down that avenue. I did read that. There's so many options now, and I just have to experiment. I can't, my brain doesn't like do Path of Building super well until like I function better in game. Like if I wasn't making build guides and content for other people, I would barely use Path of Building at all. I just would put stuff on and be like, that feels better. Or then be like, that actually doesn't feel better. I'm going to take it off again. Like that's just how I would do everything if I wasn't making stuff for other people. Like my brain just works in game better than it works in Path of Building. I feel a lot better just trying shit randomly. Is this a basic glancing blow already with spell suppress? Yeah. Not good on my end. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you just spell suppress and get glancing blows, and then you get this. for just a shitload of leech, right? That should be huge, right? Like, if the math is right, I got the math a little bit wrong, but so did the people in the comments. It looks like it's going to end up being around about 3,800 life per second, rather than the 6k I thought it was going to be. Okay, thanks, I guess. Like 3,800 life per second. Okay, sure. Per second, I'll take it, right? And 380 of that is instant leech. Is it 380 is instant leech? No, it's more than that because of the overcap. I forget the breakdown. It's a lot of instant, but then also like your actual leech cap. So your actual leech cap over time is 20% of your life. So not 470, 800 and something or other. So you could have, so it probably ends up being closer to 3k in reality, because about 800 of that leech will be in normal leech, normal non-instant leech, which means that won't actually start unless you're hurt, and every time you fill your bar up, it will stop working, right? So it's only the instant part that bypasses the leech rate because it's instant. That'll be the only bit that actually works all the time. So in reality, it'll usually be 3k unless you stay below maximum health for more than about a second and a half or so. And then you'll get that extra 800 in the form of like overtime regen. Would you consider Dawnbreaker as a viable shield? Not really. Confirmed we're going to spec into the instant leech. Trust me. I mean, nothing's confirmed. We haven't played with it yet. It might not work. That's why I'm experimenting with it immediately. I'll start from the beginning and try to catch up. Well, I'm about to end here in a minute because I need to make another YouTube video and then also just go to sleep. We're going to play Poison SRS. Poison SRS the whole way. Wow. I mean, during a bit of the campaign, I'll just be Fire SRS, but then Poison. Does Minion Leech work with Petrified Blood? Fuck me. Yes. How am I going to fit that in? You have leveling guides? Yep. Exclamation mark SRS. Full written guide and everything. Holy shit, am I going to end up Pet Blood? How am I going to fit that in? I could use an RMR shield. I have to give up something. I need more sockets. No, you can't give up your helmet. Yeah, I can see a few ways. I can see a few ways to fit in. I can see a few different ways to fit in Pet Blood. It's actually probably not that hard. Just before we even item filter for Poison SRS. Not specifically for Poison SRS because you don't need one. I have a softcore trade filter, specifically 3 of them at 3 different strictnesses, right there at exclamation mark filter. Full explanation on my most recent YouTube video. It's also the whole thing is split into modules. So you can either follow the whole thing if you like it, or you can pick a specific thing that you like out of my filter and add it to your own if you wanted to. Whole video there explaining it all. You should definitely watch it. Did you drop the block nodes right next to it, right? No. You go glancing blow and you keep the rest of the tree exactly the same because you drop Mistress of Sacrifice, which means you don't have the offering affecting you anymore, which gets rid of literally half of our block and spell block. Which is why we take Pet Blood, so that we're still at least capped, but you still need all the nodes for it. And then you also get to change to Flesh Offering because of that, because well, why would I keep using the block offering if it's not affecting me? Gazzy thinks Poison SRS sucks. What is he missing? Probably hasn't watched any of my videos. Cheaper S, actually let him keep spreading that as gospel. It'll be cheaper SRS gear for all of us. Actually, yeah. Also, he probably said he thinks it sucks the same time I said I think it sucks, which is when we read the patch notes. I was also pretty disheartened and I was like, I think I can pump more DPS into it, but it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse. And then we got access to Path of Building and played around with it for like half a day and we're like, is this fucking better? Like, is this just better? Have we just been buffed? Like, what is going on? And it turns out, yes. So I suspect you heard Gazzy say Poison SRS is going to suck the same time you would have heard me say Poison SRS is going to suck. Because we both thought it would and everyone thought it would. When we read the patch notes, we were like, well, that's the end of an era, I guess. Goodbye. And then we got the Path of Building update and we're like, wait, are we okay? Do you think they meant to nerf Poison SRS? What do you think they knew about? I don't know. I give up trying to figure out what GGG mean to do. I just care about what they actually do. He said do. I would love to see it if 3.25 makes minion convert gem the same as the gem, and then we'll all know that that was the intention. That would be hilarious, by the way. If that happened, hilarious. Hitbomber is the new popular minion gem. Does their gem can actually compete with Poison SRS? Nope, not at all. Not at all. We're good. Release that band's private league again. Build. Poison SRS, softcore trade. I'll be softcore trade for sure. I'm not doing the private hour again. We'll do private league next time. Excuse me. We do have quite a bit of extra block doing this though. There might be some nodes we just don't need. We need that for the RMR anyway. Yeah, probably like that. I like these ones because one, we use them for the nightmare jewels later, and two, they also give quite a lot of resistance. I don't think you can drop all of them. Fuck me, you can drop all of them. Where the fuck? There it is. Because you see earlier, Poison SRS were fine and reverted to your Poison SRS guide. Yeah. Yeah. He would have been saying it was bad the same time I was saying it was bad. Right? Between patch notes and when we got access to Path of Building, everyone thought, oh, that's going to be dead. But then it wasn't. Honestly, drop glancing instead and be below on spell block? Nah, because we use life gain on block anyway. Like, we still want to be blocking the most amount possible, even if it's glancing. Life gain on block is a disgustingly strong mechanic. We don't want to be giving that up. Also, saving a bunch of passive points is great. I feel like you'll notice in Leech. Yeah, maybe. Don't know. Like, with those extra points, I might end up even going over the top here instead of this way. Not grabbing this wheel and then getting like recoup as well if tier 17s end up being like really rough. No, it's a 10 passive jewel, although it should be a 12. Like, you want a 12, but possibly mana issues. How do you deal with that early? By level 56, you've already got Eldritch Battery. Right here, no Eldritch Battery. Boom, Eldritch Battery. Yeah, we use a Clarity early. And then by the time we're about level mid 50s, we pick up Eldritch Battery, drop Clarity, and put in another aura. You just make sure you're wearing like 1 or 2 pieces of energy shield gear, which realistically you need like 2 or 3 blue, red links anyway. So you're wearing energy shield gear. like that's it. You're already doing it. Your leveling filter module hides armor scraps, wisdoms, and portal scrolls on semi-strict. My leveling filter module doesn't touch armor scraps, wisdoms, portal scrolls, or anything like that. It is purely to highlight linked items on the ground of specific colors. If you've hidden armor scraps, it will not override them. If you're using a filter that hides armor scraps, it will not override that. It hasn't touched them. It doesn't get them at all. I could be wrong, it was loaded in showing it's hidden. That means it was already hidden. Like, if you've selected like semi-strict on Neversink, then that already hides it. And then you're just loading in my filter and Or you're just loading in the leveling module and it doesn't override it. That's what's happening. Because that leveling, the point of the modular system is that each module only affects one thing. Right? So that leveling module only affects the drops on the floor, looking for 3 links and then looking for 4 links and highlighting them all separately. So if you just use that module, that's all you get. Just that one module. Alright, it's time to get off. I must do the thing where I get everything ready, and also somebody found another problem with the written guide. Apparently I fucked up the links on one of the pages. So I'll go fix that, then make my video, and then go to sleep. When playing Toxic Rain is with us still required. Yes. Absolutely. Is it worth doing the minion Helmcraft recipe? Yeah. Plus levels is real strong. Alright, I will see everybody at Dumb AM. Or Stupid O'Clock. Bye!
Is